Mabuhay! It's me, your girl, InDaynaMo, and welcome back to my Taglish channel! Hello guys! How are you all on either side of the universe? So guys, for today's video, we are still in Bacolod City, Philippines. So guys, for today's video, we are doing a Bacolod City tour dito sa Bacolod City, guys. So guys, are you ready for some road trip fun adventure for today's video? Yeah! What are we waiting for? Happy watching! We are now heading to our first attraction. Our first stop is Pope John Paul's second tower, and it's closed due to renovation. This is tower of commemorating Pope John Paul II's visit in 1981 with educational info and an observation tower. We are now heading to our next attraction.
Is that just the other side of the Lagoon Park here? Or is this something else?
No, this is Bacolod City Plaza.
Oh, okay.
And then opposite it is the cathedral.
From here, you can see the Bacolod Public Plaza. The plaza is home to 4 circular fountains scattered around the park, along with a gazebo at the center where performances are held during festivals or events. This public plaza dates back to the 1840s when Bacolod was officially declared the capital of Negros Island.
Oh, okay, that's a cathedral there.
On your right, you can see the Sebastian Cathedral.
well, there's a big distraction or stumbling
Oh,
block to our
apparently
plan.
shorts of any kind are disrespectful, so...
Oh, don't have to cover my shoulder. Oh, dude.
Oh, you hussy.
I enter.
It's alright, you're right. I'm just doing nice artsy video movements. Yeah, you can't go inside, can you? Because you're wearing shorts. You can't go inside, you're wearing shorts. According to the sign.
San Sebastian Cathedral is a Catholic cathedral, well-known 19th century Catholic cathedral with bell towers and an airy interior with chandeliers. San Sebastian Cathedral famous is one of the most famous infrastructures in Bacolod City. It is just located right at the center of Bacolod, across the plaza, where everyone can see its beautiful details and artwork. It was during the leadership of Father Julian Gonzaga in 1825 that the construction of this cathedral began. What is the history of the San Sebastian Cathedral? San Sebastian stands on the site of First Church of Recollect Friars and First Carmelite Shrine. Since three stone churches succumbed to earthquakes between the 17th and 19th centuries, a steel basilica was proposed in 1881 to withstand future tremors. It is the only all-steel church in East Asia. How old is San Sebastian Cathedral? The answer is 141 years old. Do you have coins?
Wait there. Why? Do you get a free candle? I thought you just used one of the other candles to light your candle. You get a lot of reflections. Can't really see anything, it's all reflections. So? Possible. Can't really see through windows. Oh, there's very. I didn't realise there were so many Marys. Oh, Santa Nino. Santa Nino. Oh, is that Lady Fatima? Hungry. There's still more here as well.
After the San Sebastian Cathedral, we are now at Bacolod Plaza Bandstand or the Bacolod Public Plaza.
So do you usually have events and stuff here?
It's actually nice and clean. Midday. It's still pretty early.
Who comes here of old people?
Zumba.
Oh, Zumba.
Today, the plaza is used as a gathering place for workers, students, and families during all times of the year.
The pattern.
Some groups also hold their church services at the park during Sundays.
Malacan Pasco. Dito.
I have a snowman. You see, we have a snowman even though it doesn't snow here.
Yeah.
Who built the Bacolod Public Plaza? When Bacolod was declared as the capital of Negros Island in 1846, the Spanish colonial government in Negros set to work in creating a public plaza fronting the current Banco de Oro branch, which used to
That's
be
not
the
Lapu-Lapu?
Casa Real, or the official residence of the Spanish governor.
It's downtown, so you can buy stuff. Like
Oh.
all the shops. And,
Down there.
Okay. You go there na lang and come, ano na.
Oh, ayan. So you got the morning marites.
Morning, buddy.
That's not Lapu-Lapu over there.
No lapu-lapu.
There's someone.
I don't know.
There's someone drinking from a shell. I don't know if that's Lapu-Lapu. There's another one behind us that looks like Lapu-Lapu as well. Ah, there's no Rizal or anything like that. Who's the local heroes of Bacolod?
I
Hey.
have no idea. You're asking me about the history.
You're a tour guide.
I know.
Yeah, just be knowledgeable. You won't get a tip.
I am so unknowledgeable. Oh, no, they're so nice.
Ah, it's not Lapu-Lapu.
It's like angel.
What's he shooting in there?
Shooting their stars.
What makes Bacolod famous? It is known as the City of Smiles because of its Mascara Festival, a Mardi Gras-like festival and a spectacularly vivid mix of dance, color, and music. Bacolod is also known as the land of sweet people and for its culinary heritage, including its inasal, a kind of roast chicken on skewers, and sweet dessert treats. The plaza has a small memorial for unknown soldiers who died in fighting of Bacolod's peace and democracy.
I think I can have a war memorial. Something. Yeah, it's a park on there.
Memorial.
There are another statue on the left.
There's some okay. Oh, this has got a park on it too. What's up, Inday?
Hello guys.
Yes!
For today's
I told you it was an accident.
Where?
That's what she said.
Is that the same one?
Nah, but it's got a bangos though.
Whatever.
The celebration of bangos.
Yeah, it looks like a fish, isn't it?
Yeah, one in the head, one of the top's a fish. I'm not sure what one of the bottom's doing.
It's pretty here at night because they have lights.
Not too much here.
Yeah, it's just the city plaza where I have all the events and stuff.
Yeah, and the cathedral.
Yeah. Like that's where James Reed performs.
Huh?
James Reed, he performs the Ann Curtis in Bacolod Square. There was a lot of mud there.
So what's the middle part?
Oh no, it's just a gazebo. Oh, there's another Mary.
Where?
Derecho for Papa. Oh, it's good you're riding a turtle. Derecho, it's a turtle. Oh, that's Bong Bong. That's a Lubong shop. Ayan. Of course po. Sala, sino? That's not Mary, it's Fatima. She's ready to give you a university education. That's right. I knew what you were trying to do. Subwoofer.
Welcome to Jojo Vito Designs Gallery. It's another art gallery here in Bacolod City. You can also see a lot of colorful masks here, and also you can buy some souvenirs from here. After the Jojo Vito Designs Gallery, we are now heading to our next attraction. Welcome to the Negros Museum. Negros Museum is a museum model showcase of Negrense's cultural and historical exhibits plus art and vintage regional toys.
Oh, little mouse. Meow. Meow. Little mouse. Meow. Meow meow.
It's a baby one.
Meow meow meow. Meow. There's two little ones. Meow meow. Meow meow. Meow meow. Oh no, little mouse. Meow. Meow. Meow.
So let's just go through here first. Start off right.
Good morning.
Okay, so good morning everyone. I will be your tour guide for today. My name is Kyla. I'm actually a trainee here for the Negros Museum. So just a general rule, no touching of the artifacts and the paintings or anything that you'll see in the museum. But you can take pictures, just remember not to use flash photography. You can also take videos if you want. So that's pretty much the rules. So again, welcome to the Negros Museum, and then our tour will start now.
Okay, thank you.
No touch.
So the first part of our tour here is the sculpture and wooden carvings of Manuel Valdemor. So Manuel Valdemor is actually a Filipino artist. So this wood carvings are actually here since before the pandemic. But since he travels often, he didn't have any time to take his wood carvings off. But this wood carving is actually inspired by the Bacolod Mascara. If you're familiar with that, Bacolod Mascara is a festival here that we celebrate in the Philippines. So this was inspired with Bacolod Mascara because his best friend, Mr. Eli, was actually the one who proposed to celebrate Mascara before. Okay, so along here, in our hallway, I'm sorry. In our hallway, you will see Bacolod before in 1900s. So here we have multiple photographs, but I will just explain a few of them. Now here, if you have visited our Bacolod Public Plaza,
Yeah, we were just there before.
yes. So our Bacolod Public Plaza is actually known for its black and white tiles. And before the Bacolod Plaza, we didn't have our biggest mall here, which is the SM City Bacolod. So if you will look at the picture, where do you think Bacolod is, SM Bacolod City is now?
Hold on. Where is it?
It's not reclaimed land, is it?
Yes, you're correct.
You're pretty good. It's a reclaimed.
Yes, this is the reclaimed land, or what we call the reclamation area. So Bacolod SM now is situated here. So this is the plaza. As you can see, we also have the church. So now we don't have it anymore. It's now the port and then the SM City. And the last that I will show you, if you have been in our downtown area,
No,
not yet. So in our downtown area, we have these photographs. Now you won't see them anymore, but here is our old PNB, which is the Philippine National Bank. It's pretty much like a ghost building now. You won't see it, but it's still there. It's just more modernized. And this one is our ever arcade. Now, if you've been to Sebastian Cathedral, there is a school right beside it, which is the LCC, and along that road you will see Ever Arcade. But now it's called Plaza. So it's a plaza where you can eat different kinds of food here in Bacolod. And the last one I will show you is our basketball team in the Philippines. In Bacolod, sorry. So we call them the Casanova basketball team, which is now known as the Colegio de San Agustin. So right here, let's go to our main building. Oh,
actually right here.
Oh yeah, I thought we were looking at the photograph.
That's what we're looking
I was trying to stand back because it was pixelated.
Okay, so welcome to our main building, which is the Negros Museum building. So a little fun fact, here is our machuca tiles. And every room here is this tile world. So it's made of 3 layers. The first layer is the design. Second, you will see that it's made of cement. And the last one is a different mixture of stones. That's why in our old buildings, if you're familiar with the ruins, it still has its machuca tiles. So when that building or mansion was burned, that was all it was left with, the machuca tiles. So if you take your time taking pictures. So these paintings is actually on the far end of the hallway. So these are just his perspective in our religious life in the Philippines. So let's go through here. Welcome to our in Negros Museum, we just don't exhibit the culture and the tradition and also the past life of Negrenses, but we also cater to the Cordillera photographic legacy. It's actually on the upper part of Luzon. So as we know, Philippines is divided into 3 islands, which is Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Now here, these photographs are from the 1900s till the 1920s. So a little fun fact about this, as you might notice, most of the pictures are taken from different angles from the head to the torso. That is because when the Americans came to the Philippines, they wanted to take a photo of our indigenous people to see or to confirm their theory that the bigger the head is, the smarter you are, and the smaller your head is, the more intelligent you are. Because they believe if you have smaller head, you have smaller brains. There's no room for growth. And if you have a bigger head, you have a bigger brain, and there's more room for you to
Yeah,
grow.
it's a myth.
That's a myth. It's just a myth. So you could look around and read what museum are. So these are the indigenous people. So the old Filipinos were very small.
He's very famous and I saw him on the but some in the city they dress up.
Okay, so at this part, we can see the livelihoods of our indigenous people. So as you can see, they have different sets of bags. That was because before, these are the people, what we call like the UPS, the people that delivers things. So
Carrier.
yeah, the carriers. So we also call them the backpackers, and they're the earliest tour guides before. So they can tour you in their mountains, but they didn't know that yet. They just knew the route. But then we also have the hot springs tour.
No, the hot spring. That's in Pontoc, up north.
Here in red, in the middle of our main building, you can see the Babu. Her name is Babu, and then we're only allowed to touch her nose. So Babu is the most traveled Carabao in the whole Philippines. So she's actually been to multiple countries like Canada, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and that's why, as you can see here, she's cut in half. That is because there's like 2 or multiple theories. This was because she is also made to be like a treasure box. So
Pasalubong inside.
yes. So when there's like a robbery, the last thing that you will look and is in a water bottle. This was also made to be a crib. So
Oh,
the
crib.
insides you put the baby in it. That's how.
That's what your mama needs. A wooden carabao.
Here on our TV sides, we have the multiple dancing rituals of our indigenous people.
Some.
Dancers too.
Yes, and dancers, because in like times before we chant a lot,
Yeah.
so that's why you.
So that's in Baguio, isn't it? Banue, that's the area.
Here on my left
That's
side
for one.
was the earlier times when the American came and taught us.
They traveled that way.
Yes, but those are for like people that are in higher ranks.
Maharlika.
Yes, Maharlika. So this was when the Americans came and they taught us or gifted us education. So that's what it looks like. This was the first. They were the first boys to be taught. So in Saint Mary the Virgin.
When the Americans took over from the Spanish, did things improve or
I think it
not
got
much?
worse.
Oh, it got worse. Okay. I don't know too much about the history apart from Americans taking over from the Spanish, but
Yeah, I think.
I know the Spanish were brutal as well, so I don't know if it was something better or not.
The Americans, I think, they made things a lot more easier for the Filipinos. They introduced to us like hospitals
Oh,
and
okay.
then basic education. So here, the last room, we have here the Baguio City from the 1900s to 1920s. So if you have been to Baguio, you will see drastic change
Oh.
from what it was before and what it is now.
Yeah, when you go to Baguio, it was the first week of January.
Don't worry about it. But I didn't go to the museum.
Their garden. It's like a famous museum also there.
Oh, this is the latest one from
That's
last
the
year.
most recent photo of Baguio.
2022, 1990.
America's children have been released. Ah, the children.
Yeah,
Who is this one? This one? Or with these two? Has two wives? No, he has two wives. No, I didn't have an S, it's just one. I wonder which one is his wife now.
So these are the houses the rich people before, but now it's in a town. So this is the original Pines Hotel overlooking Burnham Park. So Burnham Park is very famous in Baguio.
Is the one.
Did it get burnt down? No?
No,
No.
Oh, it's still operating.
it's not operating as like an hotel, but it's operating as like a tourist spot.
Day tour.
Is that
I
like a
just went
mansion
to the
there?
mansion.
Yeah,
Mansion.
because I don't think those buildings are there now. I think it's just like a
This-
summer palace.
this
I
one
think
is
just the
the
main
one.
buildings are there now.
It's actually now owned by our president, the
Oh.
family of our president.
Yeah, the.
Owned by them now.
Yes. Most of the properties there actually. Too much money, I guess. So here on our last room, these are the paintings and art of our artist that is from Bacolod, which is Sir Rosendo or Sir Roy Aguilar. So everything here that you see is his perspective of Negros life. So Sir Roy actually grew up in poverty, so he painted everything that he saw.
This is Mabuhay.
Huh?
Mabuhay. Life story.
No, it's just his
Okay.
perspective.
Just sort of like.
And there are his most recent art, which was inspired by Bacolod mascara. So our theme for last year's mascara was Balik Hipol, which is bring back the smile. So each of the masks here you can see represents our delicacies or pasalubong, and then chicken inasal, our flowers, the public plaza, and then sugar cane.
Oh, that's
You like the monocle, yeah?
Yeah, mga inasal.
You'd wear that.
That's where this is. Rooster on the top.
Pasalubong.
Did you guys visit here last October?
No.
It was like the
We missed
grandest
out that.
party.
Miss out that one.
Now here you can see this is actually our provincial capital. So these are the four pillars that, it's actually the four pillars and the capital, this is what they represent. So the first pillar is a sugarcane of Bacolod. Next is wheat or rice. Next one is pangingisda or fishing. And the last one is our flora, which is our plants. And then on the upper part, you can see the history of how Bacolod became a city. So from the Spanish colonization to the Americans, the Japanese, and then the La Independencia.
October 1938. So that's why Mascara Festival
Yes.
is on October.
Yes. But we actually had our independence
On the
from
June.
June 18, but it was officially signed
On
on October.
That's why we still do celebrate June 18 as a National
Yes.
Independence Day.
So the last portraits here are the ruins, Balay Negros, and then our Corazon Lacson Hospital. The Pope Tower.
I don't forget that one. I was at
Yeah,
meeting.
that's alright there. They set fire to it so the Japanese couldn't use it as a headquarters.
How do you call that house?
What is this one?
Balay
Talisay.
Talisay. We should ask Kuya to go if we
Yeah,
could
we
do it.
could do it.
Do they still do tours in there?
Yes, but I don't know the schedule of it.
Ah, you need to book?
Not really booked, but there are times that they are
Close.
closed.
Oh, okay.
But you can try, or and if it's close, you can visit. the
It's
ruins.
still also owned by Lacson, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they're both owned by Lacson, the ruins in the
Lacson played a very big part. in
Well, he's the
history of Bacolod.
wealthiest.
The street actually, this is Lacson Street.
Yeah,
and
Lacson
it's by him. So his street spans till the farthest part.
So Lacson is the well-known family here.
Yes.
Wealthiest
Lacson,
family.
Araneta, and Luzuriaga. Those are the richest families here. But they're very low key nowadays. You won't even know.
Oh, they're not in politics.
No, they don't do politics anymore.
I wish my sword name was
This one
Lacson.
is earlier, it's closed. And that one is full. That's the one you have first.
They have lands and
Yeah.
lands.
This is the...
More about the Negros Museum itself. So the Negros Museum was actually constructed in 1938 and was finished in 1941. But in 1942, when the Japanese came, this museum became a Japanese headquarters, a torture area, and also a rehabilitation center. Now, here is the first map of Negros. So in Negros before, when it wasn't divided into two islands, our first capital was Laguerta. And now, as you can see there, top Bacolod, that's where we're here now. So this map was actually made in 1980. It was drawn in November. So we just had like the print version of it.
Because it was not.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not divided into two.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we're almost from down here. Darwin.
Uh,
So it's actually, this island is actually shaped like a sock. You sit right here. We will now enter the second floor of our museum.
gotta
Do you still have to do that now?
You don't need to. It's not a house anyway.
Hey, not stay to your side.
I'm staying
Wait.
on my side.
Okay, and you can
Something
see
bad
here,
happens.
We have the chandelier. This is actually by Sir Kenneth Cohen.
Wait.
He's actually a designer for Queen Elizabeth. He designed one of her chairs. So this chandelier, it costs $1 million. Oh, you cost
Keep up tradition.
So our first stop is on the left side. I will take you to the Queen. So I think everyone is familiar with Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve.
The Bible.
So Adam and Eve. So in the Visayan myth, we have the first man and woman, which is Kang and Lab. So it was believed that they came from a split of bamboo when the bird, Nicobar pigeon, pecked on the bamboo shoot. So that's what happened. So our first man and woman came to be. So the Nicobar pigeon, we also call that as our ibon anak. Actual bird, yes. And now here we have our Negros. So this is actually the first way of life in the Philippines, which is hunting. We have hunting, fishing, and then planting. So here we were actually called Negros or Negros because when the Spaniards came in the Philippines, they saw us with our dark skin. So some of us had really, really dark skin. So in Spain, Negros actually means, or Negro is the color black. So that's why this island is also called Negros also. So these are their hunting gears before.
Are they meant to be deer? Deer?
Yes.
I didn't know you ate deer here, or is it just an
We
interpretation?
actually have the date that we are here, but it's now in endangered species.
Oh, okay.
Now here we have a tumandok backyard. So tumandok is a word here in InDaynaMo which means native. So this is how they lived before. Now a little fun fact: when they saw flies in a certain area or in where the community where they lived in, when they see flies, they opted to move further on the mountains because they believe that if there are flies, the place is already dirty. So they cannot live in there. And they always find a place where it has irrigation or any bodies of water.
Is that where they go swimming?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember those.
Yes, that's where
We used to use it.
Is that like a mortar and pestle type of thing?
Yes, like a motor person. Here we have the babaylan. So as you can see, we have different jars there. They both use it for burial practices. So our babaylan is one of the highest in our community, which is our elders. They are actually our witch doctors, or doctors per se. And we call them soruano. So if you cannot get diagnosed in the hospital, we still believe in them. We look for
Evil
them.
spirits and stuff.
Yes, and evil spirits. They're the ones that
chicken for the blood.
Oh, fish.
we still actually believe in
Witchcraft. Up
Yeah.
until now.
If you buy a new house in the Philippines here, we have like rituals where we buy a live chicken, we cut his
Get
neck,
the
and then
head.
blood.
Goes in.
Oh, nice.
We still do it till this day. And then here we have the burial practices. So as you can see, they have like red bandanas. The red bandanas here signifies death. So in our burial practices before, there are two phases. So the first phase is that when you die, they cover your nose, ears, and mouth. So they believe that there shouldn't be any bad spirit coming in
the body.
you. And then the second phase is after 3 to 4 years of decompensation, they take your bones out from the grave and they put it in a jar. This is actually one of the original jars. So there you can see our bones in a jar. So after that, they put in a jar. You can take that home because the relatives believe that they're still close to you. So that's why they take you home or they put. Here we have gold buildings. So Visayas are actually known to be one of the best gold builders.
There you go, Ebony. High rank.
High rank.
Yeah. More rich.
The last painting is the Monterey of Iloilo. So Iloilo was actually the first capital of Negros Occidental when it was already divided into islands. So they believe that when the Moors came to this part of the city, there was a Santo Niño that came down.
Yes, I'm Santo.
But before, we were overtaken by Spanish times, and so it was just what the elders passed down. So the Santo Niño came down from the sky. That's why the Moros were actually defeated, because they said that Santo Niño came running, yes, towards them, and then they couldn't take their boats out. Even how much they dug, the boat still wouldn't launch. So that's why they got defeated. So before, the Moros used to take people from Negros as their slaves or a reward for fighting. So what we call booty. And this one is our Talihong. So in different parts of Negros, you will hear it as Suda, Talihong.
Machete.
Yeah, machete.
Hunting glass clinic. Good for toast.
So in Talamban, you will know more about the history of Bacolod and other parts of Negros Occidental. So this is another map, and this map is more current than the other one downstairs. So this one, it shows the first ever capital, which is Klook. The second capital is Himamaylan, and the third and official now, which is Bacolod.
But Kabangkalan is not spelled with a E.
Yes, now it's spelled with K, but before it was spelled with C. The same with Ilo. It's actually spelled with I now. And Himamaylan with H, and then H also with Himamaylan.
How come
But
they?
this is a Spanish name.
How come they chose the location of Bacolod for the capital?
That I also have to research more, because there are different theories as to why.
Yeah.
San Enrique didn't change though in Laguerta.
Yes, didn't change much.
I live in San Enrique.
No, it's actually a beautiful place. It has also a coastal area in there. Have you guys visited Silla?
I have.
Oh, you could try to visit there also. It's also a beautiful place. So here on our right side, this is the Philippines are in Bacolod. So this book, you have to cover it because the lighting can change. So this book was actually by Father Mauricio. And we have 3 books, and we only have 1 here. So the 3 books is like the Book of Death, the Book of Nun, and Legitimate Child. And then the book that we have here is the Book of Baptism, which is Libro de Bautizo. So everyone that gets baptized in the church writes their name here. And then
From 1870 to 1875.
and here we have the chair in a cathedral. So for a church to become a cathedral, they have to have this chair, which is called the cathedra. So cathedra is a Latin word which means seat. So all churches have those that aren't called cathedra. This one is a model of the Lingaran Church, one of the most beautiful churches here and one of the oldest churches in Negros. So this is actually one of the sturdiest also. I think most churches here are sturdy because they're made of coral stones.
Cobblestones.
So before, if you want to get things done, you can donate 25 eggs because the egg whites, the eggshells, they mixed it into the stones, limestones and coral stones to make it more denser and harder. That's why till to this day you can see most of the churches are still in the original state.
There's no danger of earthquakes really here in this part of Negros?
Not really. I think we only had like one earthquake before.
Because I thought the borehole is more prone to it and stuff.
solid wood. Santol is one of the softest wood, but with time it hardens. So most of our relics are actually made in santol.
Is santol the fruit you eat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Salad.
So here we have a relic, and as you can see, the relic that we have here doesn't have hands. So before, the hands or the head is actually made of ivory, and that's why they get stolen or robbed.
Oh, okay.
Here is the Mabuhay part. This is more of the modern part now. So here we have the pots that we used here. It's still being used today. If you go to like a fellow Filipino's house, we still use this for water.
My grandparents still have them.
Yes, it keeps your water very cold. And we still use this for our soups when we cook. So we still use these, and these one are actually made of coconut husk.
Oh, okay.
And then no, we used to sleep in bani. But we also call it sawali, which is a bed.
My mom knows how to make them. I don't know if she still remembers how to.
Here we have the Mariano, which is what helps us mill out the sugar. So molino is a mill, and then sangre is blood. So this is where the carabao, which is the one buffalo,
Yeah, walks on circles.
when you press it, juice comes out there, and there will be like a basing underneath. And then after that, they will transfer it to our pot number 1. So there are actually 4 pots you can cook in. So the first step is this pot, where you, I think, caramelize or cook the sugar. And that's what the Americans do. This is only like a portion of
The smaller version.
yes, a smaller version.
And no carabao needed. No carabao
No
needed.
carabao needed, but this is only like a portion of it. I think it's missing some parts. And then the last part here is we have a book of donation. So before, donations are kept in secret. So what they did before is that you write your name, and then for example, your name is like Kayla Paracetamol. So they write Paracetamol 500 grams, so that's equivalent to how much money you donate. That's why you can see there's like 500 grams. Then that's their name, like Limon. So they change it pretty much into a medicine. So here, this is the last part of our tour, which is La Casa de Negros. But before we enter La Casa de Negros, I will talk to you about Cinco de Noviembre. So the 5th of November is one of our revolutions here in Bacolod or in Negros. So this is where we defeated our colonizers because of a bluff. So what we did is we used a bamboo mat, which is what we call a sawali, and we painted it in black to make it look like a canyon. And then we took like old coconuts and then painted it also black. So we have like a cannonball. So when the Americans spotted us using their telescope in Sebastian Cathedral, they saw us having multiple of these, and they thought that they wouldn't win. So in November 6th in 1898, they surrendered and officially signed an act that they will surrender and become here in Bacolod. And the masterminds of that plan is actually Lacson and Araneta, which is one of the richest family here in Bacolod. So they own the longest road here, which is Lacson and Araneta. This was actually our old city hall. So here, welcome to La Casa de Negros, or House of Negros. So here we have the wicker set. So most of the rich or wealthy families have these set. So this is where you like have tea or breakfast, chat with your friends, read a book, and also play games. So we have sungka here. If you're familiar with how this is played, it's a play of luck. And then here we have the panggenge cards. So panggenge cards were used before to gamble. So it's a lot like poker, but you have to have like similar cards to what is being shown. And then before, the farmers would gamble their lands. That's why some of them came from the wealthy family and then used their money and then their wealth because of this game. I think most family from the older generation still remembers how to play this, but in our generation we're already coming to yes. So here we also have the different styles of clothing before. So these are still original. So you can see here there is like a relic or a collection for Spanish era, American, and then Japanese and Chinese. So those are different fine Chinese.
Is that like your Filipiniana?
Yeah.
And here we have a set. Now in this set, most of the rich family actually owns this. Fine china is pretty much seen in every Filipino household. You're considered rich if you have a set of these. So if you're rich, you're wealthy, you can see that there's a face underneath. So this one is from the Japanese era because you can see the geisha. But here, if you have this, you can see the face of the manufacturer or your own face. You get it made.
I'm not that lucky.
You on a cup with your own face on it.
And this one, this piano was actually donated to us by our chairman of board, which is Jose Marichan. So in different countries, they have Maracari singing their Christmas songs. In the Philippines, we have Jose Marichan to sing our Christmas song. He's the most famous singer here that sings our Christmas song. So this was his piano. Yes. When it's September 1, you will hear his voice. And now here we have different vanity tables. So this mirror is for the women, and this mirror is for the men. As you can see, it's for the women. It has a lot of things.
I have a telephone to do chismes.
Yes, to do chismes. And that one's for the men. It's just plain and simple. And this one is our old bathtub.
Oh, bathtub.
So because before we didn't have much supply of water, they just fill this up, and then they have a hierarchy in who gets to bathe first. So it's from the dad to the youngest. So if there's 11 of you, the youngest will get the dirtiest water. That's how sad it is. This is choice. So here we have butaka. So butaka is actually a farmer's chair or a birthing chair. So Sir Lacson, when he was on his veranda or in his balcony, he would have this taken out to his veranda so he can look at his farmers working. But this is also called a birthing chair.
Yep, they're for your legs.
Put your name.
They're not armrests.
This is another version of butaka. So if we have a birthing chair, the other version is you make babies in that chair.
Oh, nice. This isn't original, is it?
This is a different one. This is old by Sir Lacson, which every time he sits there, he reads his books. And here, this is the last one, which is our Bacolod and Umor. So this is a closet made of sandalwood. So you can still smell, actually, if you would like to try, you can still smell the sandalwood.
Oh.
It's still very strong. It's very detailed.
I think it's made of Nara.
No, it's not made of it's made of sandalwood.
Here, the gravy.
It's very detailed. So it actually comes in set.
Oh, it's
The
chest.
bowl, the chest. This last part is not actually an antique, but it's already 100 years old. So the doñas and dons, like señoritas before, this is their washstand. And this is their urinal.
Oh, nice.
It's made of porcelain before, but now it's made of plastic. These are different hats. The pointier your hats is, the richer you are, and you're even more wealthy if your hat is made of like a vegetable, like a pumpkin. So None pointing your hat is you're probably a foreigner. So these are what the hats are.
Wow, let's get a pumpkin hat. Come with it. Okay, we need pointy hats.
This is actually the last part of La Casa de Negros, and then this is the very last part, which is our pharmacy before. So we have like paracetamol there, acetylic acid. I think that's a facial. It's mixed with your face skincare. Yeah. This is the original wood in Rizal Elementary School. These has the names of those who donated. Okay, so thank you so much. This is actually the end of our tour now. So I hope you enjoyed and got a lot of, learned a lot of things. So again, I am your tour guide in Thailand. I hope you enjoyed your stay here and your visit here. You can still look around if you want.
Nice. Thank you.
We are now heading to our next attraction.
Probably in a coffee shop, somewhere safe. Ah, there's the bonbon.
Bongbong. Oh. Mini pasalubong. Oh, yeah. Ah, thank you, madam. Oh.
That's how they make it.
Welcome to Bongbong's is the most trusted pasalubong brand here in Bacolod City.
Oh, I don't know if there's anything in it, but that's what's mixed through. So where does it actually cook? In there or? Oh, many pasalubong. Is that the sugar or is that like coconut sugar or something like that? Oh,
Coconut.
that's a caramel tart, I think. Oh, caramel cashew tart, cheese bread, hamburger bun, cinnamon pie, mango.
Are they the things that he's making?
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of those. I don't know, it's kind of just like the doughy bread, but it's not much flavour, I don't think. That's otap, that's what I have the packet of there. It's just special otap. They're just like flaky sugar biscuits, pretty much. Yeah, usually they're like two wrapped together. Don't know what ugoy is. Ate, what's ugoy? Ugoy.
What's your
That one.
Oh, it's like a biscuit with a hard one.
It's something like cinnamon scroll or something with probably butter cookies. Or what does the mama want?
Ano, di bukayo. Bukayo is
Get some nails.
What is it?
Yeah, bukayo.
What is it?
Ano ba yung bukayo, Tep? Nyog na?
Nyog. Coconut.
Coconut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I get purple bukayo. I will look there.
Oh, oh, butterscotch. Mascarpone, what's that?
Proceed.
Oh, nice. Let's say this is my name. What's the fun? I love PIA.
The shop is also have a souvenir items like t-shirts, mascara, keychain, and many more.
That's PIA. Do you need a coin purse that says Hot PIA?
Saan?
Look, I think Hot PIA. Yeah, I'll give you a mask. Look, it says Hot PIA. Mainit PIA dito. What are you getting? Is that just for sampling or is that?
I get mama.
Oh, okay, cool. You don't need shirts for Mama Papa? Yes! I don't know what price is. Oh, $1.99. I love PIA. Mugs.
to the ruins is a historical landmark remains of a stately Italianate mansion raised during World War II with a restaurant and landscape gardens.
Why? I'm video recording for my channel. I'm recording for it in Jacksmore.
What is the story of the Lisay the Ruins? The ruin was the ancestral mansion of the family of wealthy sugar businessman Don Mariano Lacson, built on a 440-hectare sugar plantation in the Lisay city, Negros Occidental, in the early 1900s, in memory of his Portuguese wife Maria Braga Lacson, who died during the birth of their eighth child.
How come everyone just like rebuilt it as a mansion? I don't think the Japanese don't want it anymore, do they?
Yeah. So he built the mansion so they can't use this.
Yeah. As like propaganda or...
Yeah. Oh, you're not allowed to go upstairs anymore. They close it.
Or is it a souvenir shop?
Was the ruins mansion built out of egg white cement and clay? Unlike other grand mansions of those days, the Lacson mansion was made of pure concrete. For finishing, egg white mixture was used, giving the mansion its white marble-like finish. Metal columns used in railways were used to reinforce the mansion's pillars. How much is the entrance fee in the ruins? Once you get to the ruins, pay an entrance fee of 150 peso each and feel free to explore the area.
So Jen, you may have a problem going up the stairs, but they don't go anywhere. Just- they need like a jumping pillar down there. You can like,
They're shutting down.
yeah, possibly. I mean, unless they want you to walk along the poles there, it's probably
There is a few rooms.
unless they've
on
fallen
the-
down over time.
See? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's been
There
ruined.
is another room in there in the balcony. What?
Ruined.
Oh, ruined. That's why they called ruins. So that's Don Mariano.
That's another Lacson.
Yeah, Lacson. And then that's his wife.
Maria Braga. Oh yeah.
And the siblings.
Jen, there's one more in there.
They've already had a souvenir shop as well.
Yeah, they have a souvenir shop.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, they had their own back in the day. Oh, you can get a bag which has the ruins. And they have CR outside.
Yeah, old-fashioned doors. Handle.
Oh, yeah, one of those ones.
Oh, look at that. He became famous. This guy.
Who's he?
He's one of the tour guides that became famous. He's doing the tour.
Oh.
So this is what it looks like during the night. They
Like illuminated or...
they put lights.
Oh yeah, there's lights sort of inside here too, yeah.
Yeah. We were here a few years ago during the afternoon after a trip to Campiston.
Oh, so there's a whole like koi pond and stuff up further. Like that's just a mansion there, and there's more stuff there.
Yeah. Around.
So like a souvenir shop?
Oh, where? Those ruins.
But all good things must come to an end. During the early part of World War II, the guerrilla forces under American command were constrained to raise the mansion to the ground so as to keep the occupying Japanese forces from using it as headquarters. The resulting 3-day inferno brought down the roof and the 2-inch wooden floors, but the entire skeletal frame remains intact of this day. Now, the remains of the burnt mansion is a majestic sight to behold. Its huge and ornately designed fountain reminiscent of those in piazzas around Italy stands proud by the front entrance of the mansion. Backdrop by the cimborio, the smokestack outside where the ancestral home used to be, which actually was the vent used for milling fine Muscovado sugar at the plantation. as it is popularly known today, has been acclaimed as one of the 12 most fascinating ruins of the world. One of the best landmarks in the Philippines, the Taj Mahal of Negros, and the best heritage site of the Philippines awardee for 2016.
There's so many people.
Yeah, they love a photo. Filipino love photo. Must get photo in front of everything. Oh. Hello, InDaynaMo. Got the train.
So, that's it guys. That's our Bacolod City tour via Klook guys. So, of course, I love to book a group tickets from Klook or KKD. So, if you don't know that Klook is another platform, tour agency or tour website, wants to be a hassle-free when it comes in tour, joiner tour, or private tour in the Philippines or international. So anyways guys, we are in Bacolod City and one of our things to do dito sa Bacolod is to do a city tour because city tour is a good experience to see what's in Bacolod City, of course. So guys, dito nag-purchase ako ng aming ticket via Klook. So we are 4 dito, si sister, si Ate Jane, si Jax, and I. So I booked our ticket through Klook website. So disclaimer, this is not sponsored by Klook. So, we purchase our own ticket by our own money. So, anyways, nakita nyo, we have a 9 different attractions or different places, destination. If you are a visitor, tourist dito sa Bacolod City, and if you are planning to go to Bacolod, or if you've been in Bacolod, and if you want to do a Bacolod City tour, this is highly recommended for you guys via Klook or KKD. So the tickets included the tour guide, which is our driver. But when it's on our day tour, city tour, yung tour guide namin is our driver also. So I book a private tour which is a group for 4 or 10. So because we are 4, dun kami napapaloob sa group of 4 which is a private. So 4 lang kami sa isang van or which is a vehicle na nakita nyo earlier. So yun na nga guys. So nakita nyo, we've been in the first stop is the Pope Tower 2 which is close of course. Yun ang ating first tourist destination, pero close kasi siya guys. So we are very early. That kuya driver pick up us around 7:30 or 8:30, and then before the day tour, the night time, they will message you. But this is via Southwest Company dito sa Bacolod City guys. So anyways, nakita nyo guys yung mga pwedeng puntahan. So if you all know, Bacolod is a city of smile, or they call it a mascara festival every year, which you can see a lot of mascara guys. So kasi hindi siya kasama sa Negros Museum, is not included in the Klook when you purchase the ticket. But because of the driver said that the Klook is not updated their website, their page in Klook website, kasi nga hindi naman nakalagay yung museum doon sa website sa Klook. So he prefer us to, if we want to go to the Negros Museum and then he will pay it because nga konti lang yung napuntahan natin dito sa ating Bacolod City tour guys and nakita nyo earlier. So anyways, pumasok tayo. They also have a guided tour there and it's very knowledgeable about the history. After that, and the last but not the least is the ruins. And we prefer na sana ma-update ni Klook yung kanilang website kasi yung page nun and kasi yung iba doon hindi na kasama. So sana maayos nila. So anyways guys, that's the end. I will put their segment in my description box down below and you can check it out for yourself. So anyways, that's the end of our video for today. Our Bacolod City tour on today's video. I hope you enjoy watching guys. You learned something today. Plus, you had fun for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for supporting my videos. And mega love shout out to each wonderful, beautiful people of the universe. Thank you from the bottom of my hypothalamus. Please like if you did enjoy my video for today. And please do subscribe if you haven't yet. And don't forget to hit the bell button for you to get notified on my next video. And please comment down below if you like this video pa. And see you when I see you on my next one. Bye bye guys. Be good. You take care. Be safe. And mwah!